feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't ride
Fat Joe was going in on Joe Budden? What the hell? What's going on? Fat Joe? Let me play the clip. Nah, this is crazy. So Fat Joe, and I think, by the way, honestly, I think Fat Joe has a new show. So him and Jadakiss have a new podcast, and I think they're trying to make waves a little bit. Not necessarily Jada, but I think Fat Joe, who's had like he had the Instagram show for a long time, which was doing pretty good. Now that he's in a podcast lane, I think he knows how to like move the needle a little bit, and I think he took aim at Joe while discussing some current events. If you guys don't remember the whole thing with 50 Cent, Joe Budden courtside. So when 50 Cent was courtside and Joe Budden was sitting behind him, right? You see Joe right here. See Joe right here. You see 50. You see Joe right here. You see 50 right here. The person sitting next to him is actually Fat Joe. And I know we're talking about two Joes, but this is Joe Budden, 50, and then Fat Joe. Apparently, Joe Budden and 50 kind of whispered to each other. They've kind of both made a little bit light of the situation online. But I didn't think it would be Fat Joe who would be ended up really clowning Joe Budden. And he did on his show. Check this out. By the way, they have a new podcast. I should check it out. It's called Joe and Jada.
I'm not going 10th row. I'm not going.
Here we go.
Why not?
Huh?
Ticket.
I heard that. What was the most expensive ticket for the game? What, 500,000? Something like that? 130,000?
I don't know. It was 54,000 to seat the game I went. I was tempted
like
to sell it.
or something like that.
I would have never caught a ticket again. You know that shit was 54,000 a seat.
That's crazy. I would never do that.
He's talking about the seats.
What?
I ain't paying 50 for a ticket.
Why not?
Huh?
Why not?
Well, I've done
Damn, Knicks tickets are that expensive? Well, I guess courtside, right? Yo, my stomach is turning off this coffee shit, man. It's never happened before.
I can do a lot with 50 grand.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
New York Knicks, a Knicks floor seat experience is like a bucket list of life that, you can cross that off.
I kind of did it for free, so I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah. I mean,
That's why I would never pay for the ticket. I need it free.
Let me tell you something, man. I've paid that much, even more for boxing matches.
Nah, I'll do that.
Who's this guy?
And the shit is crazy because your man Edgar Berlanga, my little man Edgar Berlanga, fight Canelo.
Here we go.
Suspect for me is I'm not going 10th row. I'm not going 5th row. I gotta be front row.
So you want all the
Because somebody you don't like, your enemy, gonna come sit right at, we call that the Joe Budden seats. Them second row.
I don't even got
You
a
ain't
hood.
got a hoodie?
I don't even got a hood.
Yo, listen, them second, third row, I can't do it. I gotta sit front row. I'll give you my experience.
What do you call them seats?
The Joe Budden seats. Them shit second row. Perfect example. Him and 50 got some shit, and I'm sitting courtside, and 50 comes sit.
He was right behind y'all. Though.
Okay, but he's behind.
Yo, chat, this is why, honestly, I don't like to go to shit where other celebrities go. Because in reality, there's too many celebrities, everybody got money, and they're always doing this weird competition. I'm pretty sure Joe Budden saved $20,000 or $30,000, and his girl, who he brought, no disrespect to her, she felt like that shit was courtside. You come through a little bit different entrance, like, oh shit, this is like, it's still kind of courtside. But your feet ain't on the motherfucking floor. But it feels like courtside. His girl got no problems, unless his girl dated a baller that really had her courtside. So Joe Budden seats, quote unquote, they're valid. But this is why you can't keep up with the Joneses. And for me, if I'm ever going to do some celebrity shit, I got to do, I ain't going to cap with you. Oh, shit, I got to show y'all this, chat. I just want to show you how pretentious this industry is. I want to show you how pretentious this industry is. Give me 1 second. I'm going to put it up on the screen. Damn, what type of shit I got up in my shit? The fuck? Here we go. I'm going to show you how pretentious everything is in the industry, right? And this is why if I'm ever popping out where any of y'all niggas is at, I'm popping out. I kind of get what Joe is saying, Because if you're gonna go do that for the look, you got to get front row. Second row, not the look. You got to get front row, or just stay up in the box. I usually stay up in the box. I don't pay for tickets, period. So I'll be damned. First, I don't even like the Knicks. I just get free tickets. So I'll be up in the box, chilling, taking pictures. I take pictures, eat the food, and dip by halftime. I ain't trying to get that traffic. Fuck out of here. Fuck the Knicks. Anyway, I'll be at the next round. Here's the thing. I'm gonna show you how pretentious like all of this shit is. Where is that? Oh my God. Where is it? Fuck. And yes, I'm gonna make it about me. Not about me. I just like giving a personal story. Where is it at? Fuck. Can I not find the shit? I might not be able to find it. No. Oh, right here. Bingo. Okay. I'm gonna post this real quick, right? I'm gonna delete it though after I post it. Where is it at? Perfect. This is what I'm telling you. And chat, I just want to show you how wasteful, and the argument that Joe is having, it's a real thing. That's why I keep telling y'all. When rappers all buy the same car, they then compete with women. Like, it's always this the competition never stops. This is why you can't hang around celebrities. If I go to the game, I want to be where the celebrities are. Because if you're not where the celebrities are, they're going to be like, damn, you ain't that lit because you not in this part where the real celebrities are, right? Like, because when you go to the Knicks game, they do this whole thing. It's like Celebrity Row. They play your music. When 50's there, they play his fucking music. When Boogie was there, they show you on the screen for like 25 seconds. They play your music. It's like they welcome you to the Garden. So if you don't get that, they're like, well, you're not that lit. It's stupid, if you ask me. But this is what you sign up for when, number one, you have an ego. Because you're only going down to them seats because you want to flex and show off, right? Like, a lot of this shit is not even, you could watch the game better at home, but you want to go and flex, so now you're spending out the ass. All right, look at this shit, chat. Okay. So, matter of fact, Selena sent this to me. So, remember I was in, for Aiden's boxing event, I go down to Miami. Down to Miami. If you ever seen, we went, I guess it went viral. I was on a yacht, and I was playing, like Drake's song, Somebody You Love, and it was a bunch of bitches twerking, and people were trying to whatever. Cool. So anyway, it's spring break or some shit. Like, everybody's down there. I mean, everybody and their mom is down there. Like, nigga, I've never seen traffic with boats. Like, boats were in traffic. So much boat, like yachts going in and out. Now, I don't even know how this pic get taken, but I start getting hit up from mad people. But Selena hits me and says, yo, well, first of all, she asks, is like, wait, you got a girl? Second thing she says is like, yo, you got to hit me like for the yacht connect. Let me post it, right? First of all, I don't even think I paid for the yacht. I don't even know how we even got a yacht. But anyway, this was the post. Somebody posted, check this out. Somebody on another yacht, this is me, on another yacht, passing by my yacht, takes a picture of me, like, I don't know, I guess I'm hugging some chick and some whatever. And then they say, you're making too much money to be on that little boat. Call me next time. First of all, we only had maybe 9-10 people on it. Like, it's like a 60-foot yacht. Anyway, I am making it about me a little bit. But just to tell you how pretentious the world is, and this is why people feel the need to compete, because Fat Joe is literally bragging on Joe saying, I'm in the first row, you're in the second row. Like, this is such a stupid thing to really be bragging about. But being a celebrity and kind of having an ego as a male, you find yourself arguing about dumb shit. You know what I mean? It's kind of like arguing that, all right, yo, you're in first class versus the seat right outside first class. It's like, who gives a fuck at the end of the day? You're on the same plane. But people just keep shitting on each other, right? Okay. All right. So that happens. Let me tell you, like, obviously, I'm telling you right now, like, yeah, it doesn't mean nothing. Like, it was a really nice boat. Who gives a fuck, right? Like, I guess they thought I should have came out with a 100-foot yacht, right? But who the fuck? Why would I want to pay $15,000 for a fucking boat where, to keep it real, all the bitches on the boat get on there and they're taking Instagram? I'm not having no fun. I ain't get my dick stuck on this fucking boat. Like, nigga, I'm just over here just kind of kicking it with my guys. The bitches, when they get on the boat, This is all you see all day. So I'll be paying that amount of money for them for like 2 hours, and I was just trying to relax. Anyway, here's the point. It's my birthday. What is it? 2 days ago. So now, first of all, I'm in Jersey, so that's a little bit different. So yachts hit a little bit different in Jersey. Means they don't hit at all. But I was like, you know what? I'm not in Miami, but because they're asking me what I want to do. I said, I really don't want to do nothing. I just want to stream. I agree to go out to eat. I go out to eat. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe Sunday, which is yesterday. I said, maybe I'll do a yacht. Like, if y'all find like a nice yacht, I'll do it. They come back to me and they say, yo, we got a yacht. It's 45 feet. Now, I just was in Miami and niggas is talking about I'm on the little boy yacht. I can't be on no more little boy yacht. It's over. If Act not on the big 75-footer, don't even invite me. It's Big Act, not the little one. Obviously, this is ego talking, Chad. I'm being self-deprecating and just being honest with y'all. I told my team, we ain't even got that many people to go. I said, I will not be caught dead on a small yacht again, ever in life. Niggas gonna see me on the big, niggas gonna see me on the shit, be like, is that Jeff Bezos? Nigga, even if I gotta spend out that, but again, it's stupid. Just stupid, right? Like, you'll spend tens of extra thousands of dollars because one nigga post this. I don't even know. I guess he was on yacht too. I don't know what yacht he was on. Act, you making too much money to be. First of all, he didn't even call what I was on a yacht. He called it a little boat, like it was a tugboat. So now I'm over here like, oh, hell no, nigga, I don't know goddamn boat. But again, this is how the rich keep spending money to keep up with other people's lifestyles rather than what makes you happy. So anyway, I say that to say I'll delete it. Going back to the story, this is the dumbest argument. And did Joe respond to this? This is the dumbest argument of all time. I'm sitting in the first row. You're sitting in the second row. Huh? But okay, I digress. Here we go.
Those were still considered floor seats.
Those
If you
are
know
great.
anything.
Listen,
I didn't know that.
It's AA and BB.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but the man had a little something going on with 50, and why God put 50 Cent front row, and he's in like third row. Like, that would
Nah,
bother
he was in the third row in the second. Yo, Fat Joe putting mad gas on this right now. Look, 50 Cent, Joe Budden courtside. Nigga, it's one row behind him, bro. Right? Let's see. One row. Right here. It's one row. One row. Like, this nigga. Oh, no, that was a different day. It's one row, though. Look. Anyway.
me if I was Joe Budden's.
Look.
But the man had a little something going on with 50, and why God put 50 Cent front row. And he's
Now, I don't know if Joe has responded to this, but this is why I don't try to keep up with the Joneses. Because anytime, and I don't know if Joe paid for them seats. Now, if Joe paid for them seats to give his girl a good experience, cool. If Joe paid for them seats to feel like he was one of the front row niggas, Joe's soul is in turmoil right now. Trust me. Like, his soul is in turmoil because when you hear this, now you don't even want to sit in the second row ever again. Yo, I guarantee you won't even see Joe Budden sitting anywhere but courtside next time. Guaranteed. You won't see him second row, third row. Even if they offer him second row tickets again for free, it's going to be like, y'all offering him the nosebleeds. I'm telling you, this is what ego does to us men, bro. The way Fat Joe talking about Joe right now, that nigga, yo, he want to sit at half court on the logo. Trust.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
It's AA and BB.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but the man had a little something going on with 50, and why God put 50 Cent front row, and he's in like third row. Like, that would bother me if I was Joe Budden's.
Yo, Jamal, stop playing. It wasn't third row, bro. It was second row. We seen it, gang. And also, here's another thing, too. If I'm Joe, I'm going to tell you why I'm going to be mad. I'm going to tell you why I'll be mad. Again, I don't know people's business, so I'm just making assumptions. I ain't trying to diss nobody. I'm just being honest. I think Joe paid for them tickets. I think Fat Joe and 50 tickets are comped. Usually when they give you those, they're doing it. They give out a certain amount. It's like they have these guest accommodations. They'll find out who's in town. That's why you'll see some actors, some whatever. They're not paying for the tickets. It's free. I'd be damned if I spend, let's say Joe spent $15K each on tickets, right? $15K for himself, $15K for his girl. I'd be tight if I spend $30, you got it for free and you talking shit. Hell nah, nigga. Hell nah. Guaranteed Fat Joe and buy them tickets. Fat Joe came with Fifth, and Fifth probably got comped the tickets. Not saying Fifth can't afford it, but a lot of times with those tickets there, they'll just give it to you because you're a guest. Like, it's a big deal to have 50 in the building. You get what I'm saying? You can't stun on me with the free tickets when I'm paying for the tickets.
Listen,
I didn't know that.
It's AA and BB.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but the man had a little something going on with 50, and why God put 50 Cent front row and he's in like third row? Like, that would bother me if I was Joe Buttons. It happened to me.
See, nah, he disrespecting Joe. See, you know damn well Joe don't like for him to be referred to as Buttons. It's Budden. If I was Joe Buttons.
A little something going on with 50, and why God put 50 Cent front row and he's in like third row? Like, that would bother me if I was Joe Buttons. It happened to me before. It happened to me before. When we
Now,
just
listen,
squashed
if he didn't bump in the fifth, would he had a nice experience?
you got a good seat, but the problem is you got to always expect the enemy might come front row.
Yo, what are you,
No,
what are you thinking?
This man is
trying to
funny,
tell you the
bro.
truth.
The enemy might come front row. You see, Fat Joe, he know what he doing. Because in reality, my enemy's back is turned to me. I'm in third row or second row. I got the drop on him.
Enemy will come front row. Look what happened to Joe Budden.
That's the only example you can give me.
I'm going to give you another one.
Okay.
I went to a Babyface concert.
Yo,
Hold up.
all right, let me hear it.
I gotta hear it.
Let me hear it.
I'm going to a Babyface concert. Once again, 50 Cent is the culprit. We just squashed the beef for 50 Cent. Everybody's cool. I'm in the second row. Natina got me the tickets. I'm second row. The man
Oh,
come
shout out to Natina from Def Jam. Shout out to Natina.
and sit in the front row right in front of me. Yo, Crack, what's up? Yo, hi, Mrs. Crack. This, I was like, oh, never again.
Fifth?
Yes.
It's this fifth, then.
No, he's just like, it's him. I'm telling you, he might be like, yo, where Jade at? Third row? 3C? He'll come to 1C. I'm telling you. This guy is notorious for this. I learned my lesson that night. I was at the Babyface concert. I said, yo, Natina, don't ever. I don't care if it's Patti LaBelle, Stephanie Mills. I'm front row. I won't go.
Yo, they're arguing over who front row. I like it. Yo, I keep telling you, man. Yo, what's that saying? Before the fall comes the pride, or pride comes before the fall. Like ego, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Ego is, it's like when God was creating us men, ego drives us to create greatness, but it's also a character flaw, and it's a thing that usually drives us towards other things that's not good too.
I feel you.
You call that arrogant.
I feel it. That ain't
Full of
arrogant. I feel
himself.
it.
Nigga said that's the Joe Budden seats. That's crazy. I think Joe paid for it. I'm giving Joe more respect than if he got the seat for free. If you were 50s plus one, no, with all due respect to Fat Joe, I like Fat Joe, but if you're 50s plus one, I'm sorry. I think the fact that Joe probably dropped the 30 ball, I got to give it to him. Let me see. They said Joe responded. Let's see. They're beefing over seats. I love it. Yo, sometimes when I'm having petty squabbles or like petty arguments, I'm like, damn, I wonder if the rest of the media personalities be like, yo, this nigga act be doing too much. Like he too petty. Then when I see two grown ass men pushing 50 arguing over seats, yes, now I know that we're all this petty. We're all this fucking petty. Don't make fun of my fucking seats, nigga. That's what I like to hear. Okay, is it this? Joe Budden, Fat Joe. Let's find it. By the way, who the hell that said Fat Joe's so fat or obese his whole life? They said that his legs are forever bent. Yo, they said Fat Joe is so fat or obese his whole life that no matter even if he on the Ozempic, his legs are forever bent inwards. They were showing that this nigga legs is concave in. It's not even some knock-knee shit. Just yo, this is crazy. Somebody said freeze a flex. Well. Here's the thing. With all due respect, like and I fuck with these guys. I ain't trying to be disrespectful to nobody. Fifth, Joe, or even both Joes. I don't know. Like, I know I'm definitely not. By the way, somebody offered to buy me, or they were gonna buy. So they were buying 4 tickets for courtside, and they offered me 2, and I was just like, and it's because they saw me in the box at one of the Knicks games, and they're like, nah, nigga, you should be courtside, and I was just like, bro, there's nothing in me that feels inadequate. That when you go there, I like being in the box because I don't like being seen. I got too many ops anyway. I got mad ops, okay? Even though my ops usually broke, so usually when I go in the building with opulence, they're not there. It's okay. I like being in the box. But they were telling me like, yo, you don't see how they put up A Boogie face up there and they're playing his music? Man, they should be having your name, DJ Akademiks and Deuce. I'm like, there's nothing that tells me that I need to be, like, I feel good already. I feel very content in who I am, and I'm good. Also, I don't think I deserve to be there. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, and this is for the JBP fans. I'm not. That's my guy. I don't think Joe is up the caliber. I'm talking about Joe Budden to be front row where they're putting your face up on the thing. I think a lot of that goes off of, and when I explained to the person that told me, I said, to keep it real, gang, like, A Boogie done sold out the Garden a few times. Like, his relationship not only with New York, but with the Garden is different. He sold out the Garden a bunch of times. 50 Cent sold out the Garden a bunch of times. Now, I don't know about Fat Joe. I know Fat Joe is Joey Crack. He's been, well, whatever. Joe Budden, as the top podcaster in the game, I don't think you're there. Joe Rogan, I think they would put there. I'm going to be honest. It's like super A-list. That's not super A-list. You know what I mean? It's okay. But then, why they clowning Fat Joe like this? This nigga, they said his knees bent concave in. That's crazy. Okay, here we go. So this is Joe responding. Here we go.
I'm not there for the celeb role. I'm not there to be seen.
Yeah, it's called Celeb Role. Yeah.
I'm not in the record label seats. I'm not in the Kith seats. I'm not in the comp seats.
That's okay. That's why I'm giving him credit. Joe purchased his tickets. Yo, that's how I know Joe love his girl. Joe bought his tickets. You catch me with a shorty there. Them tickets are 100% comped. By the way, I'll give y'all a little surprise. My mans and them own the box y'all see me in. I don't pay for that. I get every event. My mans owns the box. Yo, Ak, you coming to this event? Yo, give me 4 tickets out of the box. They get 20. It's a box suite. They get 20. They pay a couple million a year for the entire box. Every event, they own it at the spot. Like, they have their logos and everything up in there. All right, cool. If you think, now, granted, I'm not going to tell anybody but the chat that, so when they ain't there, they're like, damn, Act dropping a bag in there. Dummy. Nope. Freak. I don't even like the Knicks. You think I'd pay to go see the Knicks? Fuck. Nigga, somebody said act cheap. Yeah, nigga, I don't spend money. I spend money selfishly. I don't spend money to keep up with the Joneses. So I'd rather buy 4,000 cars because I like cars. But to show that I could go to the Knicks game, I'm not spending the fucking coin. I don't even like them. I don't like them. By the way, the Kendrick shit, that's what I'm saying. You know, how much money did they spend on the box? I think it was, I had first heard it was like 50, but I thought it was like, I think it's like 30,000. Nigga, you think I would have missed the concert if I paid 30,000 out of my own pocket, nigga? I would have been up in, nigga, I would have brought my computer up in there, nigga. I'm not missing that for 30 grand. If I spend my own money, I'm not spending on that. The last tickets I bought, which are going to be the last tickets I bought, was Drake tickets. I ain't buying no more tickets ever again in life. If God don't require me to be there if I got to pay. No, I'm sorry. Because most of the stuff I'm going to is for my peers. So, yeah. Somebody said, well, you did buy that chain in Florida. Yeah, and I realized, so my boy, I'm glad you mentioned the chain. I'm going to tell you how much, like, I think I'm either growing up or I don't know what's going on with me. Because a nigga stopped wearing all the shit, and now I'm doing construction in the crib. Bro, I wore the big-ass piece. I've spent $45,000 on this big-ass, it looks obnoxious. It's a box that opens up. I forgot how many carats. It's just icy. This is after the whole thing where I'm like, yo, I'm a prize shit happened. So I said, make me like a gift type of thing. That's the prize. And I'm going to wear it around my thing. I'm talking to the jeweler. I said, man, I want to go dumb on this. I want these niggas to know big actors out here. Niggas say, oh, we could make it 3D. It's going to be like this. I'm like, nigga, I'm a 3D type of nigga. Bruh, I tried to wear it the other day. The shit just so bulky on your chest, I took it off, bro. Like, it just sits in my house. It just sits here. It just sits here, bro. Definitely a waste of money. 100% waste of money. You know what I mean? Now, granted, of course, I could still exchange it and extract some value back. But it made me realize you're fucking stupid to try to keep up with the Joneses. Oh, and this is what happened too. I think I told you this. My jeweler called me, and my jeweler said, yo, yo, you got the Cuban links, but yo, you got to get the infinity links. I look up Quavo and them niggas rapping about infinity links. You know, I realize this jewelry shit will never stop. It will never stop. That's what I keep trying to tell y'all. That Lambo I got is 2022. So if we in 2030, I'll be liable to bring out my 2022 Lambo, okay? It's 2022. I'm not changing it. It's 2022. My Maybach is 20. They were paid in full. It's 20. It might be 2025. After these years pass, I'm not bringing like yo, my dealer, my Mercedes guy, he got me the Lambo too. He hit me on my birthday. Said, yo, happy birthday. When your dealers are texting you, they're never just being like, yo, we just love you. Come back in to get a real present, my guy. Say, yo, you got to get the new G-Wagon. No, I don't. My G-Wagon's from 2017. I don't got to get the new one. No. I don't got to do it. No, not doing it. Nope. So, anyway. But at some point, you got to jump off that bandwagon of keeping up with the Jones. It's the worst thing ever. And let me now properly hear Joe's response without interrupting. Here it goes.
I'm not there for the celeb role. I'm not there to be seen. I'm not in the record label seats. I'm not in the Kith seats. I'm not in the comp seats. I'm in the seat that I wanted to purchase, so I bought it. It's really just that simple. I'm not with all the extra hoopla out there. I'm not out here running around moving with the leverage of my management company or trying to be buddy-buddy or friendly with rappers that I'm not really buddy-buddy or friendly with. I'm the walking embodiment of standing on my own, too. And you know that, which is why you're using my name on your newly established platform, trying to get traction, because I'm the best in the biz. I recognize that, too. Lastly, I just don't know what Joe Budden seats mean, and because I have so much relationship equity with Fat Joe, I'll wait for him to tell me. I don't want to assume. On one hand,
I said, Joe, hold on, I got to do it again. Joe, you know damn well what that nigga meant, man. You don't got to ask for no explanations. You know what he meant. Listen, it's one of them ones. He basically trying to tell your ass. Remember when niggas back in the day used to be having them Chrysler 300 with the body kit that looked like what did it look like, a Bentley or a Rolls Royce or something like that? And niggas, like, you had to look twice sometimes. Like, wait, is that? Oh, nah, that's a bum-ass nigga with the Chrysler 300 acting like he got a fucking real foreign. That's what he trying to say, Joe. He trying to say you bought the Chrysler 300 and was trying to move like it was a Bentley. That's all he's saying. Joe, don't let him do it to you, though. He trying to make the Joe Budden seats thing a term. Nah, hell nah. You guys nip that in the bud. You got to nip that shit in the bud. Y'all remember when niggas was rolling around with Chrysler 300s? Gang, it's the same thing with the niggas with this little Z06, even though that is a pretty good car. The little Corvette, when niggas was rolling around with that like it was a Lambo or a Ferrari. That's true too. But I ain't gonna lie, at least with that appreciated, because during COVID, that Corvette shit is fire now. But you know what it is? Y'all know. I always said, listen to the whole thing before you respond. Oh, my bad.
Budden seats mean, and because I have so much relationship equity with Fat Joe, I'll wait for him to tell me. I don't want to assume. On one hand, where I come from, you would want to be seated behind your enemy, if anything.
I agree.
That's the part I didn't follow.
Yeah. I agree.
You wouldn't want to be seated in front of him. So, if he was talking about that, I don't really get it, but that's on him. And lastly, maybe Joe Budden seats just means sitting behind somebody you make a lot more than. Ooh. Until we get clarity on it, we won't really know. But be clear, reimagine how y'all mention my name in some of these conversations. I make a lot more than you niggas.
Oh, I like this.
So
I like this talk. I always checking when this talk come in. I like it. Yes. Talk that shit.
If I'm seated behind you, it's by choice, enjoying some popcorn.
Hey, Joe, I like what you're doing right here. And I know I said I wasn't going to pause again. I ain't going to go mute no more. I'm going to just, the mute button, I ain't going to touch. Listen. Joe, they used to do it to you in rap. They trying to do it to you in a podcast, not podcast game because they can't do it there. But they trying to do it to you overall still like, oh yeah, the Joe Budden shit. Like they're trying to like little nigga you. You can't let them little nigga you. I like that. Talk that shit. By the way, he definitely not talking about 50. He talking about Fat Joe.
A lot more than. Until we get clarity on it, we won't really know. But be clear, reimagine how y'all mention my name in some of these conversations. I make a lot more than you niggas. So, if I'm seated behind you, it's by choice, enjoying some popcorn with my baby. I say that with all the respect in the world. So, much love to Fat Joe and Jadakiss. I'll continue to support their broadcast, and hopefully everyone out there will continue to do the same. But this is a non-issue, you guys. Everybody back to work. Hey, if this is a non-starter. If this ever comes to be something, then we'll address it later. But Joe and I will talk. This is a non-starter. Salute to all, and go Knicks always.
Okay.
What was the thing you called it? A boosh boosh?
Yeah. Reset the palate.
Did it do?
Right?
Didn't work the way I thought it would, but you know.
What you say?
Right, Moose doesn't feel bouged, you know?
To those boys.
And then it's kind of like the guy in the front talking about the guy in the back of him, the second guy, not knowing that there's 300 other rows behind. It's like you almost like disrespect those people.
But wait, dog, if I was sitting in the nosebleeds, I make more than you. Like, my seat should never come up in your conversation. If I was outside in a lawn chair watching on a fucking mobile device, my seat.
Yo, I love it when, listen, these are the true unks. Like, you know, Joe and Fat Joe. I love when the unks engage in YN activity. Joe, in a unk way, is telling Fat Joe, we could go band for band. We could go M for M. Joe, you got to respond in like. He basically told you in an eloquent way, we could go band for band. The band for band Joe versus Joe challenge. That's what I want to see. I want to see that more than the verses. Listen, I just want to watch back and watch this shit. This YN activity.
Like disrespect those people.
But wait, dog, if I...
Nah, 44 is unk. Yeah, 44 is unk. 44 is unk. Yeah, 44 is unk. Yeah. I'm Big Bro right now. That's what it, like somebody did a whole breakdown. I'm Big Bro. I'm Big Bro. Act Big Bro. Okay? Beneath Big Bro is YN. What, right? I think, yeah. Beneath Big Bro is YN. I ain't no YN no more. I'm Big Bro. Big Bro act. I can't wait to get to unk status though. Because when you get to unk status, you get to say all type of shit.
If I was sitting in the nosebleeds, I make more than you. Like, my seat should never come up in your conversation. If I was outside in a...
I do love a good pocket watching session. Plus, I think Joe been waiting for a reason to show off the Ferrari and the fucking Rolls Royce on these niggas. Joe been waiting. Joe been waiting. It was no surprise. I think, so I was at one game, and I looked at the people, I usually don't, but sometimes he'll show like the people you follow and the people who follow you who like watch. I seen Joe looked at my story. I was in the box. I don't like the Knicks. Y'all should know I'm not paying for Knicks. I don't like Knicks. But shit, it's great. You know, they're great time, great people around. I'm cool. Next game, Joe is there. Joe could do whatever niggas could do, man. The only thing is, I was just surprised. When I seen Joe where he was sitting, I was like, wait, Joe paid for this shit? But I forgot he really likes the Knicks. He grew up on it, so I could get why.
A lawn chair watching on a fucking mobile device. My seat shouldn't come up in none of y'all conversations. That was confusing a little bit, but to each his own.
Hey, yo, Complex, since y'all love making lists, y'all need 2 lists. The top media personalities, and I'm telling you, niggas is starting to get froggy. The top earning media personalities. We got to go pocket watching, man. Or I'll make it my damn self. Yeah, don't steal my idea. I'll make it. I'm going, yo, chat. Next week, when we're at like a boring time during the Diddy trial, I'm making the top paid media personalities list, and I'm going to do it for hip-hop, then I'm going to do it for sports. I might need some help on the sports thing, but I definitely know for hip-hop.
Anywho's.
How about now, Bush Boosh? There you go. Now my Boosh is amused, yeah.
Spencer, I'm not muted, bro. Okay, anyway. A good old little Unk Fest. I like it. Love both guys. Cool. All right. I'd be damned if a nigga be like, yo, the academic seats and while he's shitting on it. While you shitting on those seats, don't brand it as my seats. yo, it's like niggas like, yo, I'm about to go get the new big boy G-Wagon, not the Academics G-Wagon. Nigga, what the fuck you mean the Academics G-Wagon? Fuck are you talking about? Okay, all good. I did have some topics. Wait, let me check quickly on court. By the way, I know a lot of you guys are here. I think most of